Welcome to Gaia's Tarot. This is for the sign of Leo. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with you. If that is the case, please check your placements. Your messages can be there. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Thank you for being here. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Let's clean the energy before we begin. All right. Leo. What are the energies around Leo? Show them the guidance, the images, the archetype for their higher self. Leo. What should they be aware about? Leo, one more time. All right, perfect. Three of Swords. Oh, wow. All right, Leo. Very nice. You're coming in with a very nice energy in the reading. The Page of Cups is indicating that you're in love with someone and you're feeling like you want to send them a message. I mean, this is not a love reading, but this is a communicator of emotions and love. And your challenge is another one, a little bit more mature than this one. So probably you are right now sort of like immature toward whatever situation or person you're dealing with. The Page of Cups is like a dreamer. And the Knight of Cups is showing us your problem. The Knight of Cups is indicating that you're probably having problems showing your feelings or maybe communicating your feelings. I'm seeing in your hopes and fears that you have some fears of communicating the right words. So right now in your mind, you kind of like have the same energy as the Page of Cups. It's kind of like immature, but you're thinking of a sort of a new opportunity or something that you manifested. Probably with someone or something at work, because there's the Three of Coins in your near past. This is indicating that in the near past you collaborated with someone, or you and someone came to this sort of agreement, collaborating with each other, and you know, just feeling and thinking that if you do things together, the sky is the limit. This is what this card means. So that's why I'm saying it's not a love reading. No, it's not, but there's a lot of love energy and collaboration. And looking at the final card, look, some sort of probably some heartbreak. But let's not go that fast. Right now, subconsciously, you might be wanting some sort of justice. You're thinking cold, even though you have all of this nice, beautiful, emotional, and affectionate energy towards whoever you're dealing with. Deep inside your mind, you are looking for fairness and honesty. You're impartial. You know, you're very objective. You're bringing your objectivity and impartiality to whatever you're dealing with. And it makes sense because you have the Three of Coins in the past few days. As I said, you were collaborating with someone as a teamwork, you know. There was some sort of teamwork between you and a group, or you and a person. And in the next few days, it's the same. It's even more beautiful. And it's based on this. Behind your mind, even though you may look, you know, this is kind of like how you're showing this face. This is you showing this sort of face and mind and thinking, you know, immature mindset, immature sort of behavior. And as I said, because the problem is that you need to express your feelings properly. But in the next few days, it's showing a nice card. It's showing the Six of Coins. This is totally related to this. But I have to, you know, take a look at a little bit more about why is this your problem? Because the Knight of Cups is a very romantic person. Maybe you're not being romantic and you are wanting. You're hoping for, you know, you're hoping to be lucky, to have luck. You're hoping for fate or destiny to help you make that message right. It might be a message, as I said. It's not a love reading, but you are definitely with someone. And this might be connected to this sort of teamwork that you both had, or this sort of dual energy, a beautiful, nice synchronicity, both of you. And it's going to continue like that. It's just that the problem, as I said, maybe you're not communicating properly. This is probably a card indicating that you probably learned something from this person, and this person from you. Maybe that's why now your steps are a little bit more careful. And as I said, you're thinking positive, because this card is indicating that you think there's no limit to what you can manifest. You know, you're actually manifesting this sort of opportunity with this person of collaborating and being a team, being just like a full relationship. You're gonna have that beautiful duality of giving and receiving, reciprocity in the next few days with this person. It really might be probably warning you not to be too cold and open, you know, truly open your heart, because you're mainly being connected to material and practical things, but you do want this person. You want to be in their life. It's just like the problem is you're not opening your heart properly, or probably entirely, and that's because of that cold thinking in the back of your mind, that cold thinking about, you know, I want things to be right, balanced. Or maybe you're thinking of some sort of karma. This is the card of karma too. But I might be saying that this is connected with an advice, saying, you know, careful with that impartiality and too much objectivity, trying to make things balanced, because not always it's going to be. You see the card of balance, and you are subconsciously thinking of balance. Libra. You might be dealing with a Libra. There's Libra and Sagittarius in your reading. So the Page of Pentacles, as I said, I mean, maybe you're thinking about something new that you just manifested, and it's going well, because it's working and flowing. It's flowing amazingly. This is some sort of new manifested opportunity that you're thinking about, a new beginning. You might be thinking of a new beginning if this is a case of a love relationship and you just, you're trying to send that message, that apology to have that new beginning. But not necessarily. This might also be indicating that you have some sort of new path. You have a new path in your head. You're exploring the stage for this earth magic that you just manifested. It's an amazing card. It's sort of like you make plans reality. And it's visible here because the Three of Coins is indicating that you recently had that perfect teamwork. Teamwork is not something everybody knows how to do. That means you have to put your ego down and work with people together to make something beautiful. And then, the recognition is for the team, not for one person. So that's how you and your person are thinking now. The Knight of Cups might be, as I said, maybe an indicator of you're not fully opening your heart to this person. And it might be, an indicator or maybe just a warning for you to be graceful of the moments with this person. This is the card also of the classic romantic. You're just like you're having a problem with being the classic romantic person that maybe your partner likes. And that person is very patient because I'm seeing the card of patience here. Temperance. That person has that perfect alchemy of life. That person knows how to balance every aspect of their life. And they're very calm. They transmit peace and calm. It's either that or this sort of situation that you want to accomplish, the sort of relationship or teamwork with this person is requiring that you are patient. Remember that the cards can mean many things. This one is what comes from the outside and affects you. This is the problem, the challenge that you're facing now. Maybe to truly show your passionate soul. Show your passion to the world and to this person. It's either that or maybe that the person that you're dealing with is probably too open and their feelings are so like off the charts, and you're kind of like not scared but like a little bit concerned. This might mean that you're thinking too practical, because this is, you see pentacle, 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 and then as I said, in the back of your mind you have that a card of impartiality, and you want that honesty and that balance. So maybe this person or whatever is just like this sort of character. I see it more like it could be you, because you're coming in with the Page of Cups. This is also probably the idea of love maybe bothers you. Or maybe that it might be some sort of blockage. The idea of, being in love with love, because you're a wonderful partner, but your mindset is connected, with money and practical matters, because that's something that you are definitely consciously manifesting right now. The Page of Pentacles is a great energy in your head. And you're coming in with this, this sense of symmetry and balance when it comes to not only, not law, but like more into morality, So maybe feelings are a problem for you right now. As I said at the beginning of the reading, maybe this card indicates that the person is in love with the idea of love. So that's why maybe love at this moment is a problem for you. Or maybe you don't believe in, even though you have this partnership and this, you don't believe there's true love behind the curtains. you're thinking of some sort of closure. Or maybe you already did that. It might be connected with a Libra. You see 10 and 11. And 10 usually symbolizes in tarot the completion of something, closing something. But look at this. This is the wheel of fortune. So this card is indicating here the energy that you're bringing into all of this is that you're either going through a change, or you were just notified of that change, that fate, that destiny. Or maybe you're just going through some sort of lucky break right now. Or maybe you're cycling up through some sort of karmic lessons. You see, I said this is the card of karma. And in the back of your mind, you're thinking of that karmic lesson, and you're kind of like closing it right now. You're kind of like completing that cycle of that karmic lesson. You might be having some sort of transformation now. Even though you're coming with the Page of Cups as also a romantic, just a dreamer, and a person that is just telling, the truth. The Wheel of Fortune might be indicating here that maybe you're trying to control your destiny too much. Don't try to control the outcome. You see? Even though in the next few days, or just happening now, you can feel that beautiful energy of the soul in your partner, and your soul is open to reciprocity. You give, you receive. You're both into that beautiful energy of just giving to each other and just being so reciprocal. It feels so good in every aspect, spiritual, monetary. You're both like that. But this card might be indicating here that, learn to enjoy all of this. But know that, fate is changing all the time. You cannot control the outcome of the Wheel of Fortune. That's impossible. So, as I said, maybe Temperance is indicating here that either you are required to have patience and control and moderation, some sort of purpose and restraint. It's either that, or the person you're dealing with, as I said, that person is very calm, and they have that perfect masculine, feminine balance, that everybody needs. This might be a card also indicating that this sort of partnership or relationship that is cooking here, and it's going to continue, it might be requiring that, for you to be aware of that amalgamation, that duality. Just flow with the time. This is the card of meditation too. It might be asking you in the reading to, do some meditation so you can find that neutrality and patience that you need. Maybe you have been overdoing in your social life. As I said, it's either that the person you're dealing with is very patient and they know what they're doing, or maybe this card is advising you that you're overdoing too much. That's why it's the card of, the ancient Greeks. They had this as a virtue, temperance. That means that you control your body appetites. So this might be a card here indicating that from the outside, you might be required to, control that. Also, it might be asking you to reflect on the idea of being wholly materialistic versus spiritual. This card might be asking you to, take a moment to stop, do meditation, look inside you, have some sort of spirituality. Also, there's a reminder in this card that it tells the Watcher, not to do anything drastic. You're probably hoping of that because you see, you have this card in the back of your head. And in your hopes and fears, you have the King of Swords. So you're hoping you can make that right decision, or you're hoping to have the clarity in the communication. You're hoping that you can use communication wisely and that clear thinking, again, that objectivity that you have in the back of your head. Probably to deal with this fate. There's some sort of fate or luck that is, if it's not, right in front of your face now, it will be. Because the wheel is here to say that. Or, as I said, you're going through that transformation and closing out that karmic cycle. So the Temperance card is a very important major arcana here. You see, you have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas out of 10. It might be, as I said, a reminder to, maybe, and don't invest too much energy on things that are going to drain you, and invest energy on things that are going to replenish you. That's why it says, careful with that too much social life, the television, the drinks, the food, maybe too much spending. It's the card that kind of like warns the Watcher about all of those things. Maybe to try to pull yourself away from that world of passions out there. Too much heat with the people and all these things. So the King of Swords, as I said, and I'm seeing the concluding card. The King of Swords is speaking here that you are hoping to have that clear mind, or maybe that you fear some sort of cold person or cold energy. You are probably, a little bit intimidated by someone or something that is, maybe that person has a sharp tongue. It's either that, only you know, or you're hoping to have that knowledge. Kings are cards of knowledge. They represent patience. So you're hoping you can have the intelligence, the logic, just the clear thinking, and as I said, the perfect communication. You want the perfect words. You want to use truth and proof. And you see, you're subconsciously thinking of that. Justice. You're hoping to blend the mental and spiritual, pursuit. You're hoping to have courage, in other words. So the Three of Swords is the concluding card in the reading. It's not a nice card. If you look at the image, it's a card of being brokenhearted. There's gonna be some sort of painful separation. Maybe, not necessarily, but maybe this sort of teamwork or this sort of collaboration and this amazing, this amazing relationship of just that duality, and you're both so connected in that art of being magnanimous. There's gonna be some sort of heartbreak. Someone is either gonna make you suffer, or you will be involved in making someone suffer, or maybe some sort of loss, but mainly heartbreak. Because you're coming here. Sorry, you're coming here. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. As I said, the challenge is those feelings, to show the feelings, to be that romantic, to be that, that beautiful, you could say like a knight from the medieval times, so charming and such a gentleman. To have that, the ability to truly open your heart to love and show love. And maybe this is the card concluding that this thing will continue to give you some sort of problem. Pay attention to the advices of probably that having too much impartiality, or just going to the extremes. Temperance is restraint and moderation. You're not going into those extremes of consumption. And then again, This might be a card of healing in the future. You might be healing after this sort of fate or change that you're either facing now or you're going to be facing. It might be a card of that. You find inspiration again. But I might be seeing it because of the reading with this relationship here. And you're thinking, I might be saying that this is going to be some sort of separation, you know. And separation can come in many forms. From the loss of a relationship or identity. You know, some people are not even aware they can lose their identity because some sort of change. Or maybe some sort of immature energy. Even though here, there's a lot of grounded energy in working with someone. You're really wanting, and you will be working with someone. But not necessarily it's going to turn out well. As I said, separation comes in many forms. Maybe some sort of disintegration of a belief, some belief that you have about someone or something will be gone. Separation from what you think, it can mark a painful moment in your life. You see? People don't like to see that card, but it could also be seen as, you know, coming from the shadows to light, as I said. Because of that a painful heartbreak or whatever, this sort of disappointment that you're going to suffer, or this sort of, pain, deep pain, it's going to make you, you know, transform yourself. And, you know, find that inspiration again. It's an opportunity to heal, as I said. So it's a very nice reading. Just take on all of these advices, you know. Sometimes, you know, pain is necessary. Even though you're having this grounded energy, pain is necessary to make people grow up. Because you see the page on the page, and coming out from the outside, some sort of reminder about you having control, you know, control yourself. It's kind of like the card where you just, you know, you're just asking for another chance to the universe, not to someone. Okay? And it might be a reminder. So, you know, take that painful experience, whatever the result of all of this is gonna be. If you have, you know, some sort of suffering as a result of that, take that to make you a better person. Remember, we humans are both. We are happiness, but we are also suffering. You have to be mindful about that. So don't forget that thought. That we have the ability, if you know how to suffer, you suffer less. Don't resist the suffering of this painful separation or whatever is gonna happen. That loss. Don't resist it. Just flow with it, you know. Just like Buddha says, and they also say that in Chinese philosophy. Just flow with the path of life. Be mindful about your words, because the King of Swords by me indicating here that you're gonna try to use that cold speaking. So maybe this will be the result of that. So be mindful about that. Don't get carried away with this sort of fate or change that you're gonna be going through. Stay grounded, Leo. Nice reading. It's a lot of teachings in the reading. Thank you for coming back to the channel, guys. Thank you for visiting. Those of you coming for the first time, feel free to like, subscribe, come back again for a love reading. I'll see you soon. Thank you, guys.